And we can get game number 2 on, and I'm gonna update our stream title. Round 2. Crucifer versus Elyod. And here we are. It's got Elyod's dead but not buried against Crucifer's Hilter is a dwarf. So we've got Undead against Khemri. We've got a guard mummy, a claw guard mummy. Guard white. 2 heads, sure hands on a ghoul. Block guard on a ghoul. Wrestle tackle ghoul. Up against block, extra arms thrower, and mighty blow guard claw. Mighty blow claw Blitz. So these are the 2 mutation players for the Khemri. And we're going to start off with a high kick, enabling the ghoul to go over there and try to catch the ball, but instead just put it closer to the sideline. We're going to see some hits on the line coming in. Nothing too crazy. I think he might try to blitz down a Tomb Guardian with one of the mummies, although that is a GFI and probably a little dangerous. But hey, it's a Claw Mighty Blow Blitz, right? I'm willing to re-roll a GFI fail. Doesn't GFI fail, gets a push. Doesn't really get what was worth it there. He's gonna have to expose his white on the corner there because of it. Maybe he could have put a zombie there instead. Three dice with Mighty Blow onto another skeleton. Still just a skeleton. Ball relatively safe behind the ball and cage. I mean, not really a complete cage, but yeah, it's good enough. No tackle on this Khemri team does mean that maybe a bit weak to ghouls. Looks like he's aiming to blitz the mummy with all that guard in there. Does get the POW. Oh, and it's a KO onto the claw mummy. That is a big removal. This is why throwing your GFI with the mummy up forwards into the line was a little risky. Wasn't able to protect it sufficiently. Well, I mean, this has forced Crucifer into a position where he is completely 3 Tomb Guardians on the wrong side of the pitch to where the ball is. Certainly a thing to worry about. even more pushes onto the Tomb Guardians with the mummies. Elyod will be taking the sideline to try and take advantage of this slow start for the Camry over on the right-hand side of the pitch. But if he just debases them, then they're just going to be able to walk right back across, so I don't know. Like, they are slow, but they're not that slow. They're not immobile. So we could see a claw blitz onto the forward skeleton. Doesn't seem like there's really any good targets. Potentially just a mighty blow blitz with a Tomb Guardian here onto the ghoul, making the 3 dice. Doesn't seem like a bad idea. Try and get that POW onto this guard ghoul. And I'm just gonna send his Tomb Guardians backwards. Blitz will be with claw onto the zombie. And he's going to be able to chain push this mummy backwards off his Tomb Guardian. Oh, nope, chain pushes the white instead. Try and protect the life of his skeleton. Yeah, and now he's not on the wrong side of the pitch. Now he's just perfectly in front of the ball here. So yeah, they're not that slow, basically. Guard in there, enables a hit with the mummy. Finds a POW finally. No break. Hasn't used a blitz yet, so I'm kind of like curious as to where the blitz is going to be from. Maybe zombie blitz? Yeah, kind of makes sense. Just a push. Keeps him in base contact. Yeah, that's the thing, like, it's a bit, like, packed in here. A bit packed in. It'll be difficult to extract out of this scrum. So whoever wins the scrum is going to have the advantage. Tomb Guardians just bullying their way into this. Pops an extra guard in there. Gonna be able to now mighty blow claw onto this white. Finds a POW. And a KO. Another removal. A very good turn by Crucifer here. Definitely has the upper edge on this drive. Are there really even any good blitzes available to Elyod here? Finds a 2-dice double push onto the Tomb Guardian, opens up a second hit with the white. Has to run backwards because the ball's not safe where it was, because he had to make so many assists in order to get these hits. So it's a little unfortunate there for Elyod. It's gonna be difficult to push through this wall because he doesn't have, like, he has all these hits here, but he's not able to debase his lines here. So even though he's able to get these hits, there's gonna be chances back for the Khemri to just reset the lines here and just be completely in front of them still. And with the player advantage on the pitch, having gotten 2 removals to 0 for the undead here, certainly gonna be difficult. This is a free 2-die against the mummy. Can follow with a claw blitz on either, say, this side zombie, or potentially might be able to get around to claw blitz the white, but I'm not sure on the distance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's gonna be like a GFI or something. Or he could just 3-dice blitz the ghoul here, which is also a reasonable choice that he's setting up here. Looks like that is what we're seeing attempted. We got a block here. Both down works. Doesn't know block. Into a 3-dice blitz on the ghoul. Finds a POW. Gonna stay where he is. Stun. Not a removal, but, you know, good enough. Stops the advancement a little bit. Gonna walk back and just... A little surprised he's taking so much basing here, because this guy can actually just get hit down relatively easily. But, I mean, he's just really taking advantage of his power position here. Ball maybe going back up to the left side. I don't know. It's still going to be really hard to push early in this drive. Not being able to find any type of space on the pitch. And he's still leaving this zombie in base contact, so that's a free block. Still leaving all these guys in base contact, so that's potentially 1, 2, 3 more free blocks. So this could get very ugly very quickly. Potentially even a foul onto this guard ghoul. I really would not hate a big foul over here. Something like a foul over here, a blitz with claw onto the white, and knocking all these players down would be a very incredible turn here for Crucifer. Gonna blitz the white, get a push. Not great, but can follow it up with a block from the Tomb Guardian instead. Doesn't need to target the zombies. Keeps his Mighty Blow Claw central as a safety. Ooh, double both down into double push. Not ideal. Oh my god, he's done it. Okay, that's actually ideal, because I did not see this, but he's able to get a chain push of the Tomb Guardian onto the ball. My games today have had such good thinking from the players. Because there we are. Chain push onto the ball. So many good plays. Currently only a 1 dice, but can single GFI with this skeleton over here to cancel out the Stone Chewer Ghoul's assist, which I believe is definitely worth it. And yeah, he gets the 2 dice on the ball now. And maybe even a pickup, if it goes well. Just a push. Pow on another chain push, but has to push either the white or the skeleton, because he doesn't want to dislodge his Tomb Guardian from these guys, I don't think. I mean, maybe he does. Maybe he just wants to dislodge his Tomb Guardian. Yeah. It's probably actually the safest. I don't think pushing either of these guys does anything for his position. But yes, the chain push plays today have been amazing. In 1 minute turns, too. But that's what you get when you have caliber players like Crucifer and Random Boy playing. Not even able to knock down this skeleton and potentially open up a potato up the sideline. It would have to be a potato up the sideline though, because there's no way he's protecting it. He's going for it though. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to score, right? Unfortunate that ghoul doesn't have block. He is able to base up the Blitz safety with a dodge and a GFI from Plague Smasher, the guard ghoul. See, there's unfortunate things here is that there's definitely ways to free up players to be able to hit this ball. Start with a 3-die triple pow. Those were the pows he needed on the ball earlier. Into an injury. And it does not regen. But I think he's got spares. Does he have spares? He does have spares, so it doesn't actually really matter. This is free to Tomb Guardian to make a single GFI blitz on the ball. Excuse me. Potentially into a follow-up hit as well. I think it's worth it. Opts for freeing up the skeleton instead to make the blitz. Got his reroll still though, which is definitely useful. Blitz, blitz. Not blitzing. Guess he's gonna be dodging? Oh, blitzing with that skeleton. Super late in the turn. But yeah, that's probably a smarter blitz. Or get someone in front of the ball. In case you don't get the POW. Gets the POW. Putting it out of bounds, potentially? Or trying to keep it in bounds? That's the question. I'd probably try to keep it in bounds. You have a much better field presence around where the ball is. And if the ball goes out to the right, maybe the other ghoul that has guard could potentially get free to it. So yeah, I do like trying to keep the ball in bounds here. It lands in pretty much a perfect spot for the Khemri here. There's definitely chances for the scatter to help the undead, but it's certainly difficult. Difficult to see this. I'm gonna try and scatter. Gets a wrestle down instead. Opting to just clear the ball instead of scatter. I mean, that's reasonable too. How is he getting this ball? He's gonna be dodging back onto it with the two-head sure hands, probably. He's gonna try and get this ghoul up into the end zone and pass it. Or at least free as a scoring threat. First. Okay, so he's a scoring threat. Gets the pickup. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Dodge, throw. Snakes the dodge, KOs himself. Ball back on the floor and totally in the Khemri's control. It was the only play he really had on offer. And I don't think that... Can they score? Question mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Technically, this Blitz Rock can score. Let's see if Crucifer sees that and attempts it. So he's got the thrower to get the ball to him. Personally, I think Crucifer is just going to try and hit this white back and claw it. But I would like to see an attempt to score. So if he hits here, this way, chains this guy out. Hits this guy down. Or he doesn't even need to, he just has enough assist this way. Yeah. Now he can get the ball, hand it off to the Blitz-Ra, and try to score on 4 GFIs. It's gonna be risky. Gets the pickup. Come on, throw the scoring threat. Throw the scoring threat. Down the field, 2 GFIs. Got the GFIs. Throw the hit. Anything left? He makes the hit. Okay. Take the both down, it's fine. Doesn't break the ghoul's armor. Well, that was exciting. Can the Khemri turn this into a score? I don't believe that the downed ghoul can blitz him anymore. But he could. No, he can still blitz him. So I think the only play that the undead really have is... Oh, 1 dice in the ball. Yeah, why do we stand next to him? Why did we stand next to him? Oh my god, he's got the ball. Throw it! He's out of range. Can he get it with 1 dodge? No. Okay. So I believe the best play is pick up with Blitz raw, hand off, rather than attempting a pass. But I could be wrong. You can definitely surf the school. So you should... Sucks to be powed here. Because you're being surfed if you dodge. Yeah, that's a surf. He's going to be going for the pass play. There goes the surf on the ghoul. Nothing doing. Just a stun. Then we get a 3 dice of Mighty Blow here onto a zombie. Seems reasonable. That's a pow. And an injury. Will it stick? No, it's regened. And now we're gonna go for the big throw play. Picks the ball up with extra arms. It's gonna calculate whether GFIs make this better. Quickly in his head. Gets the pass with the pass reroll. Catches it. Double GFI with a reroll for the 1-0 lead. Makes it in. And Crucifer's Camry have stolen a 1-0 lead from Elyod's Undead with some amazing Camry passing plays. Made it difficult for himself in the end by putting his ball carrier next to the Wrestle Ghoul on the floor. But, you know what? Didn't get stunned. Still gets to pick the ball up with the thrower off and attempt the miracle play on the 5+ pass, 5+ catch. Yeah, good old Camry passing plays. A classic. McMackey, bless my passing dice. 3 KO wake-ups for Elyod. Quite good for chances of this still being a game in the second half, as the Tomb Guardians and the Camry will be receiving here with the lead against a full team of 11, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, full team of 11 still for the Undead, thanks to 3, 4, 4 on the KO rolls. The one staying out, however, is the Claw Mighty Blow. So removals are going to be hard to find still for the Undead team. So you wanted to play this crazy, wacky mutation game, eh? How about your Claw sits out for 15 turns? That's fun, right? Mummy kick animation's fun. Quick snap for the Camry is going to enable a ball catching attempt by the extra arms on a 4+. Naturally catches it with the 6. Extra arms fake skill confirmed. starts his line of 3 dies with Mighty Blow. Claw Mighty Blow, or is Mighty Blow piling on better? Seems like Mighty Blow piling on is what he chooses for the white. Gets an injury. Who needs Claw? Who needs Claw anyways? Regen triggers, but it doesn't matter because he really only has this drive. So that's just as good as anything else in Resurrection format. Stun the zombie. 2 tries at this one. Gets him on the first attempt. KOs the zombie. That's a removal. That's 2 players down for the undead yet again early on in the drive. Ball is going to be absolutely safe in this cage. And Crucifer feels no need to do anything else. Just a push. Could be able to set up a second hit with Mighty Blow onto the guy, but it's not the claw guy, so... Oof, and that's a turnover 1 in 9 block into a POW. But, important, they used up a reroll. Only got a stun. And now the Khemri have the ability probably here to just do what they do and line up all the guard Mighty Blow Tomb Guardians in front. The 2 dead zombie bodies kind of in the way a bit. Three dicing the white with Mighty Blow. And getting yet another removal. Both whites are out. That one will stick, not like it matters again. Sticking or no sticking, a badly hurt is good enough to win the game with. Doesn't need to push the ball up too far. Has complete control of this game. Even basing up the mummy. The old courtesy base there. Keep him locked down from getting involved with the Tomb Guardians. Elyod's dice not helping him in the least. As he tries to make something happen. We'll find a 2 dice with a ghoul onto a Tomb Guard. It's a push. Nothing working for him tonight. Oh no, Mummy KOs a skeleton that was given to him sacrificially. Oh well. Next sacrifice to the mummy is a Mighty Blow piling on Blitz. Not really the best sacrifice to offer up. We're looking for a 3 dice with a Tomb Guardian onto this guard guard ghoul, it seems. Maybe the likely hit. As the ball continues to move up the pitch safely. CPU. I think I found my CPU problem. Apparently challenge.com is a terrible memory hog. Okay, well we'll only have that up in between games then. Three dicing the ghoul, doesn't get him. Gets a second try at him, but has a nice forwards cage built. And all he has to do is keep the ball safe until the end of this drive. Hell, all he has to do is technically just score it, because, I mean, up 2-0 you don't see the undead coming back, right? But I mean, he's not going to rush the score. There's no reason to. No style points for trying to push for 3-0 in this league, or in this tournament. It's all about the W. Finds a POW with the other Tomb Guardian. Gets a stun. Okay, good enough. With only 3 standing players, 3 downed players, and 2 stuns, it's going to be very difficult for the undead to put any type of pressure on this ball. And they need to force the score ASAP in order to even have a shot at 2-1, let alone tying the game up 2-2. Oh, he's going in. Going in for the impossible. Does not get it. All he really has is these dives. And now the ball's going to be pushed forwards even further closer to the end zone. With even more protection. As we watch this game get further and further out of reach for the undead. Even able to get a double guard cornered cage. Fouling on the ghoul. Don't think he broke the armor? I couldn't tell. Yeah, just a send-off. Double ones on the foul. Don't think it's gonna matter in the grand scheme of the game. Dodge. Needed the dodge roll early, which means he doesn't have the dodge reroll for the dodge into the cage. Gets yet another one. Injures himself. That is definitely going to be the game. 1-5-2-1. Gonna blitz down the Russell Ghoul. just to push, but I mean, you move these guys over a square, and then the ghoul has to do some dodges to get in rather than going around. Getting his scoring threat zombie, maybe? No. Trying to dodge in with the wrestle. Gets the 5, needed a 6. This one is just going to be move 1 to the right and big foul. Probably with this Tomb Guardian. I could just foul from here. I'm just surprised he's fouling without finishing the cage with this guy. Gets the stun though. Don't think there's any way in now. Yeah, there's literally no way for him to get hit. None of the players can reach that spot. That's going to be the game. Crucifer takes it 2-0. Thanks to good old Khemri passing and an amazing defensive drive from the Khemri. Out removing from the get-go and really taking advantage of those numbers to make life hell for the undead team. Okay, so I'm gonna reload the website and then see if I can get this back running on our thing. This game is over. And we're gonna see what game we get for the third round, which will be the final round of today. I believe it will be in the losers bracket. I'm not sure. I believe all the winners bracket stuff isn't done.